Hello to all traders and welcome back to the final trading video of the week brought to you by Orbex. So CPI data on the front foot again after it dropped, well, inflation dropped to 6.5% year on year, down from 7.1%. And don't forget, this is from a 40-year high only 6 months ago at 9.1%. So gasoline prices were supposedly the main game changer as to why inflation did fall quite dramatically. And it is in line with the Fed's prospects of their loosening of the monetary policy. Now they're looking at a 25 basis point rate hike in their next meeting on February the 1st rather than a 50 basis point rate hike. So this is something that a lot of traders will be looking at for the next meeting. Very big news in the next couple of weeks then, and we'll see what happens to the stock market in general, because stocks were quite buoyant and the indices that we reported yesterday. So now we're just looking at gold and the dollar. Gold is propelling nicely back up to 1900 like we pretty much said it would do a couple of months ago if the inflation easing did continue, and obviously rate hikes did actually get a little bit slower as well. So these 75 basis point rate hikes that the Fed were doing throughout the course of 2022 now seem to be a thing of the past. So we'll see how much more of a buoyancy we see in gold, the metal markets in particular, and stocks as well. So very, very good news if you are a gold trader as we kick off this Friday trading. As if we look on the charts now, on the daily chart, as you can see here, fully fledged V-shaped recovery taking place and eclipse the previous last swing low that we saw in, well, this was roughly in the middle of June, pretty much when inflation did start spiraling out of control at this 9.1%. Now we're, as I said, hovering just below the 1900 handle on today's trading. We did touch it yesterday, but it is still got a little bit more of a confirmation to go, because 1900 is such a psychological level for a lot of traders. We could see a slight sell-off in the next few hours. So if we do see that, then we could have a little bit of a move to the downside, possibly 10, 20, $30, and then the expectancy is that we will start moving higher again, possibly punching through this $1900 range. So very, very important, and obviously with the assistance of the Ichimoku indicator, we are seeing that prices are now steadily trading quite nicely above this area as well. So now, as you can see here, we are seeing now that prices moving very bullishly. Obviously, some corrections, as you can see. This is a normal kind of movement to the upside if you're looking at impulses, and then we're going to see possibly, as I said, a little bit of a come down and then another spike to the upside. But getting above that 1900 handle will be something quite significant. And as you can see here on the RSI, nice bearish divergence. I'll just remove this so it's a little bit easier to see. Nice bearish divergence here, so it is expected to have a little bit of a sell-off before moving higher, but we'll see in the latter stages of the trading day if that's going to come into fruition or not. So very, very exciting times, and we just take a look on the main major, which is euro dollar, because as I said, this is what our clients usually want to see a little bit more of in terms of where we're going next for this big forex instrument. And as you can see here, we've punched through the previous high that we saw again at the back end, well, going into June, as I said, a little bit like gold, mirroring its image for the last swing low and swing high. So as you can see here, punching through this particular 108 handle, we are having a little bit more of a come down here, but like I said before, if we just zoom onto the 4-hour chart, because it's a little bit better to see from an intraday perspective. As you can see here, moving pretty much like gold as well. We are going to the upside, seeing some corrections. This was quite a flat consolidation period, but as you can see here, since this big move at the end of, or just a few hours ago, we're seeing now this big movement in the market going from 105 to 108, over 300 pip move in that in the upside direction. So it is looking like we are going to see a slight sell-off shortly again, because obviously the RSI is overbought as well, as you can see here. But we are now looking to see if we're going to have more of a stability in the euro dollar area, especially with the Fed coming up in its next meeting on the February the 1st, so keep an eye out for that. Very, very big movers in the market as well. So let me know what you're trading on. This video will be posted on our YouTube channel as usual. So any comments, please feel free to add them, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So have a great weekend ahead, a great trading day ahead, and bye for now.